There's a big game happening tomorrow, so naturally I had to pull up the birth chart to see if I could determine who the winner is going to be between the Cincinnati Bengals and the LA Rams. So per the NFL, the Cincinnati Bengals, they're going to be considered the home team tomorrow, and the LA Rams are going to be considered the away team. So the Cincinnati Bengals, they're the home team. They're represented by the first house at 0 degrees of Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun. So the Bengals find themselves over here. The sun is in the 8th house in Aquarius. So that's where the Bengals are hanging out. However, the sun is in its detriment in Aquarius, aka it's kind of cranky, aka it loses some of its steam, some of its power, because it's in the sign opposite to which it rules. It naturally rules Leo. So I don't really like that necessarily for the Bengals losing a little bit of power there. Now let's look at the LA Rams. They're represented by the 7th house at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. So where does Saturn find itself? In Aquarius. Saturn is in the LA Rams' first house. It's in its domicile. It's in its own sign to which it rules. That is a powerful positive for the LA Rams. So I definitely like that for the Rams. Now, since this is a game, a sporting event, a very public one, we can also look at the 5th house and the 10th house for each team. The 5th house, how they're going to play the game, and the 10th house, how they're going to show out to the public. So oddly enough, both of those houses are ruled by Mars and Venus, which both find themselves in Capricorn. Mars and Venus, they're right on top of each other. They're conjunct, so it is the chart is very reflective of the game itself. Obviously, these two teams are going at it. Now, if we look at the Bengals, the Sun, and the Rams, Saturn, what they're doing with Venus and Mars, they're in a weak aspect. It's called a semi-sextile, so I need more information. I can't determine anything from that. Now, we're going to look to the moon, which is the co-ruler of the entire chart. So both the Bengals and the LA Rams, they're in what's called an inconjunct or a quincux with the moon. So I need more information. I need more. We can't determine it just from that. Now we can look at the part of fortune also, which is in Sagittarius. So again, both the Sun and Saturn find themselves in good aspects. So it's like, okay, which of these teams is going to be victorious? Now, the one extra thing that I'm looking at here is the fact that the LA Rams quarterback, Matthew Stafford, just had a birthday. He's a sun in Aquarius. Now, he's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is in Aquarius. His sun is in Aquarius, ruled by Saturn. I just feel like that's extra power for the Rams. Saturn is also getting a victory after learning a hard lesson. He's been in the league for a long time.